During December last year, there was a small group of people displaying pneumonia-like symptoms on which existing medicines had no effect. The new coronavirus, called the novel coronavirus, started to dominate headlines after successive days of large jumps in the number of infections and casualties. The origin is believed to be a seafood wholesale market in Wuhan, the capital city of Hubei province in central China, where all kinds of live animals were being sold. The genetic makeup of the virus is very similar to that of bat coronaviruses, which makes it the most likely source. As of the making of this video, about 37,500 cases have been confirmed and 814 people have died. It has now killed more people than the SARS virus, which infected just under 8,100 people and led to the death of 774. The first death was reported on the 9th of January, but it wasn't until about 3 weeks ago that the real panic started to set in and widespread coverage of the virus started. Because of the incubation period of up to 2 weeks and the fact that those infected may be contagious during this period and even after recovery, it makes it impossible to know how many are truly infected. From the data so far, it looks like this virus is more contagious than SARS, but less deadly, which means a smaller percentage of the people that contract it actually die from it. The fatality rate for SARS was 10%, whereas for the Wuhan coronavirus it is about 2%. China has received severe criticism for how slow they were to react initially, having stepped up efforts considerably since only the 23rd of January. By the 24th of January, 15 cities in the Hubei province, including Wuhan, was placed under quarantine and lockdown, affecting about 52 million people. Containment efforts were made more difficult as a lot of people travel for the Chinese New Year celebrations. I think this sums up people's frustration with the way China has handled the whole situation. They seem to be intent on controlling the narrative and censoring the information that is released. They try to essentially manage the panic and downplay the severity of the outbreak, which so far has only backfired. We now know the novel coronavirus has killed more people than SARS. What we don't know is how much worse it may still get.